We start the show in the mountains of Aveyron, France, with a look behind the scenes of the 2010 Vibram Natural Games.
The brainchild of Mitch Praderol and friends, the inaugural edition of the Natural Games was held in 2008 in the town of Millau in southern France. Just 2 years later, it's now one of Europe's largest extreme sports festivals.
The games have become increasingly successful. The first Natural Games in 2008 attracted a lot of people. Then in 2009 it was a massive triumph with a crowd of over 20,000. This year we're expecting another 10,000 more to join us and at least 1,000 national and international athletes.
For all those attending, the Natural Games offered the perfect blend of late-night music alongside multidisciplinary events, taking full advantage of the varied terrain offered by the local area.
What makes us unique is having 5 different sports being put together all in one place. Millau is the best place in France to have the Natural Games because all the sites are very close to each other. And then there's the fact that the city is close by as well, which makes it great for people to get together in the evening. It is a unique place for this kind of event.
The Games kicked off on the opening day with an aerial display by some of paragliding's finest, a climbing exhibition, and an opening ceremony to set the scene for the start of competition on day 2.
Well, we have the block contest in climbing, dirt and downhill in the mountain bikes, a demo of acrobatic paragliding and a distance competition, and we have slackline and climbing in the natural environment too.
One of the first events to wow the crowds was the highline competition. With 5 lines suspended on the mountainside, the competitors, aka the slackliners, showed the crowd their daring skills. One person in particular who was delighted to be back in the balance was 2-time world champion Andy Lewis.
Natural Games is great because it is beautiful scenery. I mean, behind me you've got rolling hillsides, and in the Natural Games it's just great music and a great place to be and great people here and great events, and the highlines are beautiful, and we'll always have a new place to do it because there's just possibilities and potential everywhere here. The rocks are huge, the gaps are there, and we just have to find it.
Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the downhill mountain bikers were getting to grips with a course built around the world-famous Millau Viaduct.
I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can. We had an awesome party last night, and now I'm just trying to get the most out of this track, as it's got rocks and steps all over the place. But the weather's been great, and we've got loads of spectators around. For me, it's an unmissable event during the season.
Day 3 of the Games saw the action switch to kayak freestyle on the River Tarn. This was an event featuring, among others, Mathieu Dumoulin, the European freestyle champion, who also doubled up as the Games press officer.
I'm really fired up for this event because it's really the way I see sports. Just like mix together different sports and mix it with parties and big parties and good music. It's really the way I see outdoor sports, generally speaking. That's why I like being here, and that's why I want to continue working for this event.
Dumoulin ended up finishing 3rd, with Briton James Bevington taking top honours. American Emily Jackson took the women's crown. As the remaining events drew to a close, it was clear that 2010 had been another great year for the Games. Success the organisers look set to build on in the coming years.
I'm really happy the way it goes this year, because there is more and more people coming, not only supporters but as well just spectators, and I'm really happy that people get interested in outdoor sports, and the Natural Games are made for that, and just interest the people to what is going on in different outdoor sports.
Our main goal is to get better little by little, not to become a massive event in 4 or 5 years, but really just to progress in a stable way by gradually adding new things every year, and of course keeping the fantastic freestyle and friendly atmosphere for all who come.